Chrissy Swan Show.
I don't know about you, but I think today is a good day to give away a solo summer Euro trip thanks to Flight Centre. I can feel it.
I hope so, because it's been like, what, 8 days now?
It's been 8 days. And everybody that's registered on the Nova Player app, by the way, so many people want a part of this. It is unbelievable.
It is, Swanee, but unfortunately no one's got it right yet.
They haven't.
So Swan's solo Euro summer $10,000 Flight Centre voucher is just sitting here in an envelope with nobody's name on it.
I'm giving away a clue.
Are you?
I think I'm supposed to do it later, but stuff it, I'm doing it now.
Should we hear the sound again?
Yes. The clue is I'm always in the sun.
Okay.
I'm always in the sun.
We play just after 3 o'clock, around 20 past 3 p.m. 20 past 3 p.m? Wow. 3:20 p.m. Jump on Nova FM on the website or register via the Nova Player
And just
app.
in case you're only just tuning in now, hello, I love you. And the clue is I'm always in the sun. Am I only allowed to give it once?
No, that's fine. We can reiterate it.
I'm always in the sun.
Next, we're going to play a round of Mystic Chrissy. If you would like a VIP Specsavers voucher, jump on the line.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. I thought we had another song and I was digging around in the kitchen. Great news for me. Meredith Dairy.
Specsavers is helping Chrissy with her mystical visions. Should have gone to Specsavers.
Mystic Chrissy.
I didn't see this in my future. The Meredith Dairy delivery has arrived.
I know. Last night.
I noticed you didn't tell me. Were you trying to steal it all for yourself?
Not at all. Those 2 big tubs are yours, Swanee. We know what happened last time I took one of them.
Hello, Craig.
Hello, how you going?
Look, I'm really good. I like your grey tracksuit, Craig.
Craig, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing black shorts and a blue shirt.
Yes, but you do love a grey tracksuit.
Oh, for sure, yeah, definitely.
Craig, I'm picking up the word never ending. Now, this could be a situation that seems to be dragging on, or someone has told you look like Falcor the Luck Dragon from Never Ending Story.
Yeah, I reckon that's true, yes.
Which bit?
The first bit.
Oh,
Something
there is a
that's
never ending.
up.
It's a never ending
Yep.
situation, isn't it?
Yep.
What's-
At work. Yep,
what-
definitely.
Ah.
Yeah, at work.
What does he do for
Yep.
work, Mystic Chrissy? Can you pick up on that?
You've got a great set of pins, Craig. You've got great legs.
I have been told that, yes.
What do you do for a living? You're not a tradie. You're similar to a tradie.
No.
What do you do?
I work for the government.
I've got... there's a blood test around you, Craig, and you keep on losing the referral.
How did you know that?
Oh,
That is freaky. I've lost it twice.
wow, Mystic, that's big.
Proof?
And written down. She
Blood
was
test referral.
vibing that in the song.
There is water
so funny.
around you. Now, this will mean either you've had a recent troublesome bowel movement, but it also could mean fish tank or fish, or you are a water sign.
Two of them are correct, yep.
What are they? The poo?
Yes, because I'm lactose intolerant and I ate some cheese.
Yeah, that's what
and I'm a
I
Pisces.
said. I just said watery bowel. That was what I'd written down, Craig.
Yep, that's true, yep. That was like about, that happened today.
Oh, stunning. What a beautiful visual at lunchtime on this Wednesday.
And on my Pisces, so that's two.
Oh yes, I was going to say I've written down here March. Is that your birthday? February.
February, yep.
Yes, February. Why do I see Shayna Blaze around you, Craig? Do you?
Well,
Yes.
I do like the block.
Well, that's why then.
Are you a bogan from Montana too?
Jack, you are we are on air.
Sorry. Hey, that was Alyssa and Lysandra. Two greats that said that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it was D Jolly.
It
That's
was
right.
D Jolly. There is a budgerigar, a blue budgie. Maybe from when you were a child, or I want to say it was like a neighbour's budgie.
I had budgies when I was a kid, yeah.
Blue?
I can't remember the colours, but it would be, well, I would have picked blue because blue's my favourite colour.
There you go.
Wow, Swanee, that is big. One last hit before we give Craig a VIP Specsavers voucher and $250 cash.
Craig, this is very specific, and it's really, it's a long bow to draw.
I mean, so is this segment, so just give it a go.
Come on. We know that he's got runny guts and he's lost his blood test referral. Come on.
All right, go.
Your fish and chip order is flake, right? And every time you go to order it, your mind says grilled, but your mouth says battered.
What is this?
You're very close. Very close. My order is cod, and I do always want to get it grilled, but I always get it battered.
Craig, you're welcome. Please enjoy your VIP Specsavers voucher, and for God's sake, go and get that blood test.
Thanks, Chrissy. Thanks.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
At Priceline Pharmacy, members get more. Sister Club members enjoy $5 rewards vouchers, exclusive goodie bags, special member offers, and more. Remember to scan your Sister Club card every time you shop.
Shop, scan, reward, repeat at Priceline.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Gosh, we've got a great story for you. 132410. Have you ever called O or the police for an embarrassing reason? And you've been very, very sorry. I have. And also this woman has. She's from New Zealand. She's a Taranaki woman.
Beautiful.
Her name's Alice Cowdery. There's so much detail here in this one sentence. Alice Cowdery was walking her dog Sadie at Tapawao Beach, south of New Plymouth on Tuesday. It's like, how many details? Is there a word count that you're trying to get to, journalist?
Although I guess there's probably not heaps happening in New Zealand. So when they get a good story like this, milk it.
Well, this is very exciting because Alice Cowdery was walking along the beach and she saw a dead body. A dead body. And the weird twist here is that the day before she had seen the bodies of 2 dead goats.
Oh, wow.
So she was primed.
She's a witch.
It's like, you know, when you never see a yellow car and then you buy a yellow car and then all of a sudden you see yellow cars everywhere.
You never stop seeing them.
I know. So she's freaked out. She's walking her dog, Sadie. Sadie goes up to the dead body.
Yeah, the dog would just want to go and eat it, I would think.
But she was being very casual, the dog.
Oh.
Sadie was like, oh, yeah, what's this? Meanwhile, Alice is losing her mind.
Full wig out. You would.
You would. The photographs are unbelievable. And as my Uncle Joe would say, oh, you Pat Selders Day. Geez, you're a big girl.
Look, there's some good leg there.
It is, particularly the shot from a distance, face down on the beach.
Also, they're beaches. The sand is basically dirt, Swan.
Oh, my God. That photograph of, look, I want to give you a spoiler alert. It wasn't a dead body, so we're not making jokes about this. It was just a dummy. But that photograph looks exactly like me when I tripped over the umbrella. And I landed it face first.
Hey, you didn't trip. You had a fall.
I had a fall because I'm very old. Anyway, Alice calls the police. She says, oh, my God, emergency. Emergency. There's a dead body on Tapawao Beach. Anyway, they come down. 3 of them come down and they freak out because if you have a look at the photos, you can see why they would freak out. That looks very, very much like something has washed up on the beach.
It does, and like the arms out. Also, for a doll that people use for bizarre things, it looks like it's got fake nails on, Swanee. Like, are those acrylics?
Oh, yeah, the detail
The
detail is fantastic. I mean, that dummy's got a better pedicure than I've ever had. But 3 police came down and they were sort of kicking it, and that's when they realised it was just a doll. And then can you imagine
the shame,
how embarrassed Alice was?
Wasting these poor officers' lunch break.
I know.
On coming down to a dirty beach.
And I understand that. 132410. Have you ever called the police for an embarrassing reason? I have done this.
Why?
When I was late teens, maybe early 20s, I was at home alone and I'd watched, what's that film with Drew Barrymore, the scary one, Scary Movie?
Not Freaky Friday, no.
No, there's heaps of them. It's really great.
Yeah. Why can't I think of it?
Like what's What's it called? Oh my God, it's driving me crazy. Anyway, I watched that movie, Drew Barrymore, opening scene. People are on the phone to her and then, someone's watching her through the windows. So whenever I was alone, that used to be like my worst nightmare.
Of course.
I hear a sound at the window. I'm home alone and it's like this.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh, that's it.
I'm dead.
That's it. It's curtains.
R.I.P. me.
It's curtains. R.I.P. me. Anyway, I call the police and I go, there's someone there's someone at the window. Anyway, they send someone around. And the first thing you do, because you've never called the police, have you?
No.
I called the police because I was losing my mind. They don't knock on the door and say, hi, we're here. The next thing I saw was a torchlight down the side of the house.
Oh, even worse. Let me know you've arrived, Constable.
Oh no, that's oh, thank God you said that. But I was thrilled to see that because I thought, right, someone's onto it. They're going to catch this guy. Turns out it wasn't a man breathing at my window with very bad thoughts on his mind. It was a possum.
Of course. They do make terrifying sounds, though, Swanee.
So embarrassing.
I get it.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Have you ever had to call Triple O, ambulance, police, and then had to say, oh, I'm so sorry, Ossifer. I was mistaken.
Would be very embarrassing.
It is very embarrassing when what you think is happening is not happening, which is what happened to a woman in New Zealand who was certain that she had found a dead body washed up on the beach, but it was just a dummy.
It was a doll that people use for weird stuff. I don't get the
Imagine
use of that.
Either do I. Have you seen that movie though? Anyway, we digress. I have called the police before because I thought that there was a knife-wielding maniac breathing at my window. Turned out it was a possum. I'm sorry, Ossifer.
That must happen a lot with the possums because they make terrible sounds.
Horrific.
That's something we should add to the primary school education, the noise a possum makes. Because I was
agree.
shook when I heard that's
sort
what
of
it
stuff
sounds
is
like.
important.
It is.
Sharon, when have you called the police and then had to say, I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed?
So I was driving down the road and I saw a girl on a horse and I saw this car behind her driving really slow. He looked very suspicious, had a sort of a beret on and I thought, oh my God, he's following her to abduct her. So I took his number plate. I've rung the police saying I'm worried about this girl. Anyway, I've given them the road and everything. They've come out. Anyway, then they've called me back and said, that actually was her father making sure she didn't fall off the horse. Oh, my God.
Oh, Sharon.
God, yeah, the way you described him, though, was like real 80s kidnapper.
Yeah, exactly. Ted Bundy. That's what I was thinking.
Why has he got the beret on? Good
Right?
Lord. That's a great story, Sharon.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Sharon. Let's go to Larissa.
Larissa, what happened?
Hi, yes. I was living in London at the time in like a house where a whole lot of us lived. We had a party the night and we all went to sleep and I woke up at 3:00 in the morning and I started walking down the stairs and someone had passed out at the bottom of the stairs and they had red all over their chest and over their chin area. And I woke my friend, I said, this guy's bleeding from his mouth. So we phoned the ambulance and the ambulance arrived and I was devastated because I thought he died. He was lying like breathing very shallowly with all this red stuff on his shirt, like he had a jumper, like a grey jumper on, and it looked like blood. So the ambulance arrived and they're like, no, this is actually alcohol. So I called the ambulance thinking the guy was bleeding to death. Meanwhile, he'd had red Zambuca all over myself and a friend from the ambulance. And we were convinced that the guy was bleeding from his mouth.
Oh, and you would have had such shame eyes, Larissa.
No, it was so bad because the ambulance arrived there because I was speaking to them on the phone and she then took the phone and said, listen, he's actually we think he's dead.
Oh, my God.
The
I mean,
drama.
listen, if you've had a big night and it's ended with Sambuca, most of us have been nearly dead at that
Correct.
stage, let's be honest. Hello, Michael.
Hi, how you going?
Hi, you've been home alone in your teens just like I was.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
So I was about 15 at the time, and my parents weren't home. It was probably about 10 o'clock, and I was watching a movie for a bit, and then I was just trying to relax, play a game, and I heard banging on our roller door, and I thought, well, who's going to be banging on the roller door at this time? I know my parents weren't going to be home yet, so I started overthinking and stressed out a little bit. Ended up calling the police, thinking that someone was trying to break into our house. And then I stayed in my parents' room at the back. I called up my parents and they said they're on their way. Long story short, I end up having the police and my parents come and let me know that it's actually the neighbours out the front late at night kicking the footy and it's hitting the roller.
Oh, my God. So embarrassing. Oh, my God, so embarrassing.
Ruining your parents' night out as well.
And I reckon the movie that we were talking about, the Drew Barrymore, is Scream.
Scream.
And that opening scene with the guy and the girl at home, it's ruined everyone's teenagehood for decades.
Let's finish with Rachel. Rachel, why did you call the authorities and then get embarrassed?
Hey, guys, it was actually my sister and it was her hen's party. And she's not a big drinker. Anyway, we went out. She had the best night of her life. Got home by herself. She said she started having chest pain, thought she was having a heart attack, called the ambulance. Oh, no. They arrived and they're like, you're just drunk.
Oh my God.
Poor Ambo.
Jack, remember this story next time that you're having a heart attack?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Just before Eminem, we enjoyed a ditty from my Queen and Saviour, Taylor Swift. I've got some gossip about her.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
But first, I want to talk about this Travis Barker character.
Oh, yeah?
Who has sold his quote-unquote extremely rare Qantas boarding pass. Okay, now, anyone that's flown anywhere gets one of these passes, right?
What makes this one so special?
This one's special because it's sold for $12,000. I use mine as bookmarks.
They are a great bookmark. I don't read, but I see people use them.
They are the best bookmark there is. But I'm not spending $12,000 for Travis Barker's ticket in order to use it as a bookmark. In fairness, proceeds did go to charity, but you did ask, why is it so extremely rare?
Yes.
Do you remember, and I'd forgotten, he was in a really serious plane crash years ago.
Yeah.
And he survived, but he had skin grafts and all sorts of terrible injuries.
Still a deeply traumatic accident.
Correct.
Yeah.
And, of course, with any sort of trauma, you don't want to be anywhere where that might happen again. So he avoided flights forever and ever and ever.
And then I think, was it Courtney who made him fly
Courtney
again?
made him go to Carbell.
Oh, okay.
And he said he was fine with that. And then, after that, he has flown very rarely, but this is one of those flights. And it was from Sydney to Perth on a Qantas flight.
Interesting, Swan. And which charity did the funds go to? Do we know?
Thank you so much for asking. It was a charity called Trophy, which is a teen adoption agency.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I on the most, the current season of The Kardashians is finished, but there was a full episode of them exploring Sydney. And it just reminded me of the 2 weeks you and I lived in Sydney together, because they went to the Taronga Zoo and they did a little harbour trip, and then they went to Luna Park, but Luna Park for them was completely shut down for a day with no one else in there.
Oh, God. Were you there for the capybara experience? That was magical.
Wasn't it? Peg lost her mind.
Oh, my God, it was magic.
I'd never heard of a capybara until I met your daughter.
It's a thing. It's a YouTube-y...
It's like a TikTok animal.
Thing. Yeah. They're big on TikTok. Now, I want to talk about Taylor Swift. She has an amazing ability to unite people from all walks of life, ages, sexualities, anything, including 8 retirees who have headed to Poland to see the Eras tour. This is how it happened. 8 of them all live in a village, a retirement village, which, by the way, is my idea of heaven.
Yeah, that's what you're going to do, right?
Yes.
But not in a village, in the compound.
In a compound, yes. Hopefully.
Everyone can come to the compound.
If the banks don't take my house, yes. That's the plan. But they're all sitting around on a regular Martini Monday.
Yeah.
Which is what they enjoy together.
I want to implement that at work.
Is it everyday Martini? So they're all hanging around, and one of the women, I can't remember her name, but she turns out to be incredibly generous. Let's just call her Lynn. Lynn is telling her 7 friends at Martini Monday how much she enjoyed going to see Taylor with her daughter and granddaughter.
Beautiful.
She was like, it was just so beautiful. Everyone was all dressed up. It was magical. She's like, I would do anything for you girls to experience this. Then she sneaks away and finds good seats at the Warsaw, Poland show. She buys tickets for everybody to go to that concert. But these guys live in America. How do you get there? Lynn Springs for 8 airfares, and then creates a big thing on Canva, which she obviously got her granddaughter to print out, that says, we're all going to Warsaw, Poland to see Taylor.
This is amazing, but like, was Lynn a drug lord before she went to the aged care home? How does she afford said things?
Very good super. Very good super.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, hi. Just after 3 o'clock. We've got one more hour with you and we're delighted about that.
We sure are.
Katy Perry, we talk about her every week, a
Yes.
couple of times a week. She's got this new song out. It's controversial. We like it sometimes. We don't like it other times. Just when when we think she's clawing back to us, she does something like this.
What's she done now?
Katy Perry has sat down for an interview and she has said that her new single, Lifetimes, is inspired by her daughter Daisy. That's fine.
That's fine, but I really like Lifetime. The tease of it sounds good. It sounds better than Women's World. Women's World. I know why.
You're going to hate this because I know how you feel about when, people are talking about their kids. And frankly, I'm the same. It's like, God, you're the only person that's ever had a baby? No.
Correct.
She goes, it is funny how sometimes you're looking for your soulmate in a partner. But I found mine in the form of Daisy. Now, I'm sorry, I've got a real problem with this. Your job is to be a parent.
Not to be her soulmate.
Not to be a soulmate. That puts so much pressure on the child.
Also, it's a bit weird and cringe.
And also, let her find her own soulmate.
Right, go.
It's not you.
Sit down, Katie. Coming up before 4 o'clock, we're going to give you another guess at the secret sound in Swan's solo Euro Summer. Make sure you've registered via the Nova Player app. But next, Chrissy's Quizzy. There is $200 cash inside that bum bag.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
What a song.
Tune.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. Let's give away a bum bag.
The Chase, tonight, 5 o'clock on 7 and 7 Plus. Chrissy's Quizzy.
Oh, yes, and it's not just any quizzy. It's got $200 in the bum bag today. Emma, wouldn't that be nice?
That would be very nice.
Now, Emma, I read on the screen here that you are a police officer. And earlier on in the show, if you missed it, by the way, we've got a podcast, The Chrissy Swan Show. We were talking about embarrassing things that you have called the police about and then had to say, apologies, Ossifer. What is the craziest story that has happened to you?
The craziest Triple O call that I would have had to have gone to was an intimate, probably two people getting stuck. Or
Wait, can you tell us where?
Were they human beings or cats? That's what happens to cats, isn't it?
Where were they stuck?
No, it was something to do with piercings. I won't go further into it.
Great.
I love that. So much more to discuss. Hello, Bill.
Hi.
Hi. What are you on the way to do right now?
Just school pickup.
Oh, nice. Are you a good dad or a good pickup parent? And do you have a preordained snack in the car for your child when they get in?
No snack, but every now and then a McDonald's milkshake or something like that. Yeah.
God.
Do you do a snack, Swan?
Yeah, always.
I was stitched up as a kid. Then I never got a snack in the car.
And also sometimes I go to the Macca's drive-thru first so that the fries are hot and waiting in the car.
Oh my God, best mum ever.
Yeah, I am the best mum. All right, let's see who is going to walk away with this bum bag with $200 cash in it. Your names are your buzzers, Bill and Emma. It's the best of five, meaning the first person to get 3 Ounce Creek wins game, walks away with money cut by Chris Swanson bum bag. Question number 1. Can you name the airline that went into administration today?
Bill.
Emma.
Yes, Bill.
Rex.
It is Rex. I'm sad to hear that.
I know, but it was nice to hear that Virgin and Qantas have both come out and offered free flights to people that are missing their flights, to Rex customers. Like, everyone sort of rallied around.
Well, that is nice, but it would have been nicer if they'd said, that's okay, we'll just give you some money and you can keep on trading.
I know, but you know that's not how the world works. I know in your mind, in a fairy tale world.
That's what I would do.
I know. If you were CEO, you would put one of the companies into liquidation just by going out and giving all the cash.
That's right.
Question number 2, 1 point to Bill.
Rembrandt was a famous what?
Bill.
Emma.
Yes, Bill.
Painter.
Yes, an artist.
Question number 3, Bill, this is for the win.
This next song turns 29 today. Can you tell me the title and artist, please?
Bill.
Yes, Bill, for the win.
Gangster's Paradise. What's
He's recently not recently, but over the last few years passed away.
No, I can't think of it. Sorry.
I'm going to give it to you, though, Bill. It was Coolio.
It's Coolio with the amazing hairdo. Bill, that's $200 cash. Make sure you spend it on thick shakes, all right?
I will. Thank you.
And Emma, thank you so much for playing and telling us that hilarious story.
Thank you.
You get a Priceline Pharmacy voucher,
You
Emma.
sure do,
'cause
Emma.
I'm scared of police officers and I don't want it to come for us. Coming up before 4, another guest at Swan's Solo Euro Summer, that secret sound. Make sure you've registered via the Nova Player app. We've given you a clue already, and that clue is I'm always in the sun.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I'm asking you if you could ban one thing, what would it be? And we're talking about this because there are fresh calls for G-string bikinis to be banned.
No!
I know.
Let the cheeks be free.
I agree. I love seeing a juicy peach on the beach.
So do I, Swan.
I think it's a wonderful look.
They're a great... I'm with you. I can't argue on this. It's a great look.
And I would never go, ban it. What does that say about you? What would you ban if you had a choice?
Oh, Havaianas, thongs.
Why?
Just terrible. They look terrible. They don't look good on anyone. I hate them so much. I hate thongs. A Birkenstock, sure. A nice Hermes slide, fantastic. Looks
Not
great.
an Hermes. Drop the H. The H is silent.
But not, I just hate Havaianas. I think they're terrible.
Okay, I'm going to have a think about it. And in the meantime, I'm asking you, 13, 24, 10, what would you ban? You can ban anything. What gives you the ick? Because G-strings are apparently very, very bad for a lot of people. Of course, we're speaking of the skimpy piece of swimwear. It puts the wearer's bottom on full display, as the journalist says, and people don't like it. But what does that say about them?
Exactly.
That's what I want to know.
These people are projecting someone because they're unhappy about something within themselves, which is, I want them to get better. I want them to get help. But speak to your psych about it or somebody about it. Don't take it out on poor Hayley, who wants to rock a G-banger.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Hayley. I don't like. I have no opinion about other people wearing G-strings, and I think they look amazing. And people have said they're very, very comfortable. But for me, no.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that?
I think they were. When did G-strings first come out? I'm going to say like 80s, and everyone was wearing G-strings. So of course I got some 90s maybe. And because of the way my body is, and I've got the apron of excess and guts and things flopping out everywhere, it is not good. I look like an extra from a Weird Al Yankovic
That is so specific.
video. It's like they come up high.
That paints the picture so well because Weird Al would rock that.
They come out high. They
Yeah,
make my
okay.
guts look like 2 burritos hanging out the side.
Were they uncomfortable? Like, did
And
it feel?
From the back, it's like, it's a tortilla of some description. It's just not good. But I don't bear any ill will to anybody else that likes them.
No.
Plus the design, I like a full brief, as you know.
Yes.
I like full coverage, high, huge. Granny undies. What are they called? Bog catchers. I like a bog catcher.
catchers.
It keeps me feeling very secure. And the design of a G-string is that they're designed to ride up the middle of your bum. So I was constantly picking it out as well.
Yeah,
and
that's not a look you want to be
oh, no.
rocking down the street having a pick.
They are not for me. I'm still thinking about what I would ban. Isla, what would you ban?
I would definitely ban old men in budgie smugglers. It
See,
is not
I
a look.
love an old man in a budgie smuggler. It shows such joie de vivre.
No, it shows too much.
I like that. And also, I understand that an old man in a pair of budgie smugglers, or in fact, anyone in a pair of budgie smugglers, they're a minimalist. They just want to get out there. They don't want the floppy, wet boardies.
No, and I think it's very much a generational thing. Like, my dad rocks a Speedo. I don't. Like, I've just always been in boardies. It's
Your
like...
dad is fit as heck.
Do you think? Oh, he'll
Yes.
love you saying that. I don't think so.
He looks like a very strong, fit man.
But I think it's their generation. They like a Speedo, so let them rock
I like it, and they're no nonsense. Hello, Adrian.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. What would you ban?
Smoking on the beach. It's disgusting.
I think it is banned, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not really, because there's no signs where I go in Cronulla. There's always saying that it's fine to smoke, but it's pretty bad there.
Do you go up to people, Adrian, or like give them the dirty eye?
Oh, I just flick fan at them when I walk past.
Gee.
Sue, what would you ban if you were the Prime Minister of Australia?
Tradie cracks.
Really? Don't you want to stick your finger in them, though? I do.
No, because when have you ever seen a good-looking tradie crack? Ever? Come on, be honest.
Yeah, they are a bit hairy. They're a bit hairy.
Yeah, if it was a hot tradie crack, but I have never seen a good-looking tradie crack ass.
What makes a tradie crack hot?
Well, they've got to have they've got to be younger, less hairy, and the right shape. I have never seen a good-looking tradie crack ass.
Sue, sometimes the new tradies, though, are like lazy, you can see, and it's just nice tanned olive skin and a crack. I'm here for that.
Nah. Majority outweighs the minority. Nah, ban it.
Sue.
Go on the tradie crack.
Oh, my God. I would vote one Sue, regardless of how I feel about a tradie crack.
Before we go to Connie, Swanee, have you thought about what you would ban?
I have.
What would you ban?
I was inspired by Sue, actually, because I reckon we're the same vintage.
Right.
There is an aftershave that I would ban. I would get every single one of them and tip them down the sink.
I don't wear it, do I?
No.
Okay.
Fahrenheit.
Oh, what's Fahrenheit?
Do you remember it from the 90s? It's made by one of the big fashion houses. Everyone wore it and it hits the back of my... I just can't vibe with you. Dior. It's Dior. It is the worst.
Well,
and you don't smell it very often now, but when I do, I'm
just
like,
feel sick.
please do not ever wear that.
I'm like that with Sauvage.
Oh, Sauvage. That's Dior too, isn't it?
It's terrible. Cannot smell it.
Do better, Christian. Hello, Connie. What would you ban if you had the choice?
Oh, look, guys, I would ban the government.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Connie.
Oh, government.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
That was the great Sabrina Carpenter. Now, Jack, earlier you mentioned that she might be single.
Yes, she posted this TikTok, Swanee, and it was a video of her, and the caption over the video said, "Me saying goodbye to him because I wasn't his #1 streamed artist." So everyone's like, that's quite cryptic.
Wow.
Has she caught Barry Keoghan doing the dirty, or like what's going on? We don't know.
Maybe he just loves Taylor Swift like I do.
Family holiday, mates getaway, or solo adventure, Flight Centre has deals for everyone. Start your journey at flightcentre.com.au. Swans Solo Euro Summer.
Hello, Bronwyn.
Yeah, hi, Chrissy.
Oh, my God. Are you so excited?
I am. I'm very excited.
What would it mean to you to be jetting away on your very own solo Euro summer thanks to Flight Centre?
You know what? It means the world to me. And like I have 3 teenage children and 2 puppies, but just to have that independence and like to feel strong and think, yeah, I could do this on my own.
Yes.
And go and do it and experience the food, the culture, the sights. I would love it.
Bronwyn, I've got everything crossed for you. And do not worry, you will not miss your kids. And I say that without being mean about it.
No, that's okay.
I travelled when the kids were very little and I missed them so much it ached.
Oh.
But Bronwyn, you've said that yours are teenagers and there's something about that time that, I don't know, you feel like you're allowed to go and do something for yourself.
Yeah, I think the time is right. The time's right to do it now.
Yes, Bronwyn.
Now, Bronwyn, you are a vibe, and I really would love for you to win. So before we do play this sound, Swanee, I think we should give the clue once more.
I agree.
That we've revealed today. So the clue, Chrissy Swan, is...
I'm always in the sun.
Okay.
All right, Bronwyn, are you ready? We want this clue and we want this guess and we want it to be right. Are you ready, Bronwyn? We're going to play We're going to play the sound again and then you take it away, baby.
What is that sound, Bronwyn?
I think it's Chrissy putting up an umbrella because she's always in the sun.
Oh, Bronwyn, you are close, but no cigar, Bronwyn!
Oh, no!
God damn!
Sorry, Bronwyn. That means, Chrissy Swan, we need to reveal another clue, which we will do again at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
And make sure you've registered via the Nova Player app.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
But first,
Chrissy's clickbait.
you know, normally I'm on the side of the courts, and I can see how things happen.
You're a good gal like that.
I've got to talk to you about boneless chicken wings.
The Colonel?
No, I don't think it is the Colonel. I think a boneless chicken wing you can get anywhere, or any sort of boneless chicken
True.
dish.
I just think it's KFC.
Specifically says boneless. And I like a boneless dish, do you?
Same, absolutely.
If I'm making stuff at home, I don't mind the bone.
Yeah, but out in public.
But if I'm ordering something,
Bone free.
I don't want the bone. Somebody choked on a bone inside a boneless chicken wing. And it caused an infection. It was very bad. So, of course, he did what every American does and took them to court and got a lot of money.
Sues.
We should do that here in Australia. I mean, you can just sue for anything, but they won't have it here. They're like, get out of it, you bloody idiot.
Also, we'd probably be getting sued all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be
That's
a
it.
punish.
Careful what you wish for. Anyway, this guy in Ohio, blah, 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 got a huge payout. Anyway, it's forced the laws to change. And apparently, a boneless chicken wing cannot be expected to be free of bones. Now, I have a problem with this because if something is called boneless, I don't expect a bone. The court said it was the method of cooking. That's what the boneless part of the description referred to. No. A reference to cooking is fried, grilled, fresh, raw, whatever.
You're not boneless.
Not boneless.
Boneless means boneless. Let's not go and try to change the meaning of such a simple word and simple, idea.
I am very mad about this because, what's next? A quarter pounder has an eighth of a pound and there's no recourse.
Where does the line end?
A Big Mac is the size of a thimble and I can't take anyone to court saying this is not a Big Mac. You've got to describe what it is.
This judge is an idiot. They should be sacked.
Have you ever choked on a bone?
No, touch wood.
And also, I hate to bring kids into this because I know you find them so tiresome.
No.
But quite often when you've got kids to feed and you're looking at a menu and those children just have two little Tic Tacs in the front of their face for teeth, you see the word boneless and you go, bang, great. My kid's not going to die when I feed this thing. Then you feed them that and it's got a bone in it.
We must forever honour the word boneless and its meaning.
We must.
In saying that, I would love some boneless chicken for dinner tonight now.
Yes.
Yum.
You know what I used to do? I used to try and make fast food but a home version.
Yep.
And the greatest food of all time is the nugget, the
Yes.
chicken nugget. And I used to make them from scratch. They are not good. Do not do that. It involves a food processor and raw chicken.
Wow.
Anyway, let's move on. Here is a little pet hate of yours, and I just can't wait to share it with you.
What?
Lizzo has posted a photograph of herself in a feathery hat, and it just says, Lizzo has an announcement coming tomorrow. And then there's another one, Addison Rae. She's a TikTok sensation, is that right?
Yeah.
She says, I'm announcing something on Monday.
It pisses me off to no end.
I know you hate it.
As an artist, as a TikToker, as an influencer, whatever you may do, you don't need to announce that you're announcing something. It's like, I'm working on something really exciting, but I can't tell you yet. Can't wait to tell you guys. Shut up.
No one cares yet.
No one cares. And
frankly, even when you announce it most
it's
of the
not
time,
exciting.
people don't care. I think there might be some sort of metric or social media strategy or something that this would make sense. But I'm with you. And then what happens is Lizzo has an announcement coming tomorrow and then there's 7,000 comments all going, tell me, because people don't like surprises.
Yeah, it has to be for that now that you say that. It's just the engagement of the comments and people asking why.
Well, today is Wednesday and I'm thrilled to tell you, Jack, that I'm going to make an announcement tomorrow.
What's the announcement going to be, Swan?
Well, I can't tell you till tomorrow. Oh, stuff it, I'll tell you now.
What?
I'm going to bring in the innovations catalogue and read you all the products
How
that I
exciting.
would like to get if I could afford them.
I'm going to make an announcement as well.
What's yours, Jack?
I'm returning to Pilates tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Hey, make sure you tune in 2 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to be giving away a second clue.
Yes, today's clue, by the way, if you're adding them, is I'm always in the sun. What will tomorrow's be?
Of course, we are talking about Swan's solo Euro Summer. This is the sound once more. Tune in at 2 tomorrow.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.